Okay.
Yeah, again, because I already know. I know because I just.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think I found it. All right. Let's do this because I want to hear this. I love scoops. And we're going to be able to tell. All right. Let's react. I didn't watch this yet. All right. Let's react here. Are you ready? Are you prepared, Crazy Joe?
Yeah, I guess. Who's this guy with John Roca?
He's a scooper.
Well,
do you not want to? You not? I mean, you can easily tell if he's wrong this weekend. Like it's gonna.
No. He's legit. He's very legit. He's not. He's not like the.
All right. Well, let's enough setup. Let's hear this.
This is what I am hearing.
This is what I'm hearing. This is also what.
Oh my!
He does the same thing as Sil now. Sil also does this. So this is what I've heard. Okay.
With regards to Star Wars Celebration.
Okay.
We are mere hours away.
Yes.
So this is a little appetizer.
All right.
Is that you can expect trailers, as you might have assumed, for Indiana Jones 5, a new trailer.
Ooh, a new trailer. Awesome.
And Ahsoka,
yes.
Ahsoka, yeah.
How dare you, sir? Ahsoka.
But here's what I'm hearing. This is the big rumor this week.
And I want to say this to all you Star Wars YouTube channels who are about to watch this and doubt everything. Jeff has more sources than you do, so just kind of letting you know. So if you're gonna bash it,
it's like they're listening to us.
I just want because I guys.
He was talking directly to you, Crazy Joe.
I don't believe
doubt
it.
Me. Don't doubt me. You don't believe.
Why would those sources tell him? Like why stuff's supposed to be secret? What's in it for them?
I apologize. This is unprofessional, but my dogs are barking. Hold on.
Oh God.
Zachary Levi indicated he'd love to play Dash Rendar. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was.
I
thought it was. Wait, who's the guy from the Shaun of the Dead?
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, I thought he played Dash.
What about Simon Pegg?
Clone Wars.
Oh, I don't know. Was that Dash Rendar was on Clone Wars? I didn't know that.
Oh wait, there's a character in the Rebel. It's a Rebel or Clone Wars that might show up in Ahsoka. He was played by the guy from Grey's Anatomy. He voiced him. The Scottish. He's a Scottish actor. He was in Grey's Anatomy. He voices a Mandalorian that do with Sabine.
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about. Who's this?
Okay, I'm back. My older dog did a face, like a bird walking into a closed glass door. He was looking for his biscuit, and he walked right in. He thought the door was open to his kennel, and he looking behind, looking for his biscuit. He face planted it right into the front of his kennel. It was pretty funny. Okay, so I'm very excited to watch this. It's it's all on how you cover scoops. We are going to cover scoops on this channel. I'm not telling anyone to believe it. It's fun. Okay. Wow. Senior Nerd's get on with it.
It's close. I'm telling you guys are going to be.
Volume.
I know
you get excited. Oh.
Wait.
Okay. I know you get excited. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Play it. My God, bro.
Make fun of it. Just understand that you're bashing and make fun of it because you're stupid about it. Go ahead.
I would say it is so close to Star Wars Celebration that my traditional Star Wars source could answer no questions.
Ooh, wow.
So okay. I got no comments on a bunch of this stuff, but this was the rumor. This came from
Brian,
the person who has
Thanks,
given
Brian.
me a lot of good Amazon stuff, over the last few months.
Okay.
All right. They are hearing, and this shouldn't be a gigantic surprise, but they keep hearing. I've told you last week that there's going to be 3 Star Wars movies that are announced tomorrow.
Oh wow! So they're actually going with this too. Okay. That there are. I've heard that from multiple sources. Crazy Joe. People keep saying there's going to be 3 Star Wars movies announced. That would be significant if they do that. But you're going to be able to call BS on. You're going to say, hey, hey, Jeff Snyder and John Rockwell, you were pretty harsh on critics of yours, but they did announce 3 Star Wars movies. We're going to be able to say that, Crazy Joe, if they're wrong.
I gotta point out, Jade saying that the Scottish actor we were just discussing was Kevin McKidd.
Yes, yes.
I have actually been rewatching his 2007 TV series Journeyman, which was a wonderful NBC series that was cut down way too soon. That's a bootleg. This isn't even officially available. This is a bootleg because the music rights, it was too expensive to release.
Wait, was that the show when he's like he could travel to time?
Yeah, it was kind of like Quantum Leap, but man, it was such a fantastic show. Only ran 13 episodes.
I think I saw the pilot. I was like, "This is interesting," and then they canceled it right away.
All right, Senior, come on. All right, Senior, come on.
Yes.
One is going to be SOC's movie, right? The one that Lindelof left.
Yes.
And then there's 2 others. We don't really have any details on what well, I guess maybe one is Taika Waititi if they officially.
Oh, really? Taika Waititi's. Does that make you happy, Crazy Joe, that he says Taika Waititi's project's still on play?
Well, I mean, did we ever think it wasn't?
Yes, I did.
I didn't.
Patty Jenkins. Yeah, I did.
They
Yeah.
never said anything about.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't like positive that they were going to cancel it, but there has been. People aren't as happy with his like Thor: Love and Thunder as Taika was they used to be. So I wasn't sure, but okay. So the Lindelof, I don't know the writer's name that took over, so that's maybe Taika Waititi. Okay, let's see what else he has to say.
Do that. But this other one that I keep hearing, and this is grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
But I hear that
salt shakers out. Grain of salt, everyone. Don't put,
Oh my God! Press play.
Hey, Senior Nerd. I'm happy to play this, but I got to be transformative, or you can't upload it again. So you have to pause and be transformative. That
Dave Filoni is going to get one of the 3 movies.
Wow.
Dave Filoni is going to be, I guess, directing, right?
What if it's a Rebels movie?
You're on the right track.
I think it's a Rebels movie. And if they don't have Thrawn casket, if they have all these projects, you have Zeb, I think it's a Rebels movie. Yeah. A Rebels movie. Rebels is one of the most successful, regardless of what side of fandom you take. Everyone likes Rebels. It's a great group. It's a tight group of characters. It has an alien just like Chewbacca with Zeb. It's might be a Bad Batch movie. I mean that's possible, Jade, but the way that they're doing projects like Ahsoka, Zeb, I think there's more Easter eggs leading to a Rebels movie. I think it's going to be a Rebels movie, and if you have Ahsoka end that sets up a movie, that is going to be next level. I'm convinced. I would say over 50%. I think it's going to be a Rebels movie. If it's Dave Filoni, I think it's a Rebels movie. Okay. All right. Let's hear more.
Does he direct? Does he write?
Yes.
I think one of the movies will be his.
Very interesting. Okay.
I've heard that here's what everything comes with.
Okay.
I'm told they're trying to codify the Star Wars universe around the worlds that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have created, which is why all these other movies and shows are sort of being killed. So it does, in fact, sound like Dave Filoni is the new George Lucas.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that don't like Dave Filoni, too. I love Filoni. I've been a huge fan of him before Star Wars, the Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I think, yeah, he was the Filoni was the next up at Lucasfilm. George took him under his wing. Yeah.
he was like, George was. This term has been, kind of that, but he was George Lucas was grooming Filoni to look over Lucas
in a good way. Yeah. That's an overused term nowadays. They're yeah.
Well, I don't know about like overlooking, but something more like
Okay.
look over the franchise once George retired before he sold it to Disney.
And he's got a vibe with the fans. Like I know some fans dislike him, but I know a lot of EU fans don't necessarily like Filoni. But okay, let's hear else.
In terms of the design of the universe going forward.
Very interesting. Okay.
What my sources told me was that Jon Favreau had a falling out with Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Mhm.
Crazy Joe, we got to get your take on this, man.
I don't buy it.
Oh, you don't buy it?
No.
Okay. He's actually going into like Doomcock territories with that type of commentary.
Yeah, but he's more.
Although I'm a critic of Kathy, Crazy Joe, you know that. But okay, you don't buy that at all. That's fair. That's why we like. That's why we like you here. You think that's BS? Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
All right.
After season 2 of The Mandalorian, I think it was.
Really?
Because she tried to get so involved in the show to the point where Jon Favreau almost left the show after season.
He's really going into the Doomcock levels there. Listen, I think it's possible. I do think it's possible, but that's really into like the Civil War type stuff that Doomcock has been saying.
Well,
Crazy Joe, we need your responses for this content because you make it better because you have a different opinion than me.
Yeah, I think it's nonsense. There never was a civil war. That wasn't real. That was nonsense Doomcock made up. I mean, I don't know. I don't buy this. I could see Favreau being done just because he's a creative. He's a creative. He wants to. He probably wants to go make another movie like Chef at some point. I don't see him wanting to be tied down to Star Wars.
I'm a little confused on the timelines too, Strange. I have to research it.
No, because it's weird because we didn't see Ahsoka in the sequel trilogy, and we thought like Vader must have killed her. Then we saw Rebels. She showed up, and then she fought Darth Vader, and that's where she found out that that's Anakin. And then like the door closed. You say, well, that was it. You thought that was it for Ahsoka, and then she comes back in like the final episode. So yeah, the timeline Star Wars is more like this. It's like,
all right. Well, I think it's possible, Crazy Joe, because she's had a lot of issues with creative differences. She has. Really? That's fact. That's fact. That she has had a lot of issues with creative differences. So if she was trying to get more involved and they didn't want to have it, that could be conflict. Not to the point where he's saying to the point where Favreau wanted to quit. I don't know about that. Why would he want to quit a payday like that? It's something he's happy with. All right.
But I could see him just wanting to leave to pursue other things. I don't think it. I mean, he made smaller little films like Chef and Maid, and I could see him being like, I don't want to spend the rest of my career just doing Star Wars. I want to make another one of those.
So was Doomcock right?
No, absolutely not.
Senior nerd.
I don't know what Doomcock say, but Jeff Snyder, Doomcock's a con artist. He made up stuff on top of his head. Snyder knows people. He knows people. He knows source. He has people in Hollywood he could talk to.
CJ, what's your take on this dude? Go ahead, Senior.
Great. It's about time.
Sorry. That's my fault, Senior. Go ahead. That was my fault. Go ahead, Senior.
I was gonna say, it's not really out of the realm of a possibility with Kathy Kelly. Remember, she fired Lord and Miller while they were shooting Solo. They were about to finish Solo, and then she fired them. Hire, what's his name? What was the director?
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard's father, Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard. Ron Howard, and have to reshoot the entire movie so he could get the credit, while also recasting, cut out certain things.
Also, Colin Trevorrow too. Yeah. Josh Trank, all those. Yeah. Oh, you're freezing up. You're freezing up. Are you there?
Sorry, this is my internet.
Okay.
What you were saying?
But yes, she's had a history. I just gave some more examples of conflict with creatives and creative differences. Yes.
Yeah, also like the reshot for Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One too. Yeah.
Which saved the movie. It saved the movie pretty much.
So there, to be fair, Crazy Joe, I value your opinion, but there is at least a history there. It doesn't mean they're saying it's truthful, but there is a history with creative differences and conflict there. So
yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time buying that one.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's what you add to the show. It's great. All right, let's see what else he has to say.
Season 2. I'm told she also forced him to do Boba Fett, and this is something I don't even know. You'll have to film me. I don't know what this
forced
is.
Them to do Boba Fett?
She forced him to make Grogu and Din reunite.
Yep. Yes.
Oh,
which John Favreau did not want to do.
Oh wow.
See that's the reason why that felt odd. That felt odd. Why? Yeah.
Here's my thoughts on this. This may be even above Kathy's pay grade, because what Star Wars always been about, Crazy Joe? Merchandising.
Selling toys. Yep.
Yes.
So where the real money from the movie is made.
There's stuff like in DC, like Young Justice was canceled because the toys didn't sell, even though the series was good. So with those, Disney wants people to pay to use their licenses, like Hasbro, Mattel. And when you have sequel trilogy toys, that I'm not going to say it was a dumpster fire, but there are toys sitting on the shelves where Grogu is flying off the shelf. I can see this as extremely plausible, this scenario, that they were going to potentially move on from Grogu, and the licensees, the companies that pay Disney money to make product, like Grogu stuff is flying off the shelf. And that can also explain some of the jankiness with this season of Mandalorian, with Grogu just being tossed around in kind of awkward scenes. So I actually agree that this is a strong possibility, but I actually don't blame that on Kathy. And I think anyone's going to have to deal with that. That Grogu is a huge success with kids, families, and I don't even put that on Kathy. I think the people that are paying the licenses to make products want Grogu in the show. And that could also explain some of the mixed results from Mandalorian Season 3. Starting from Boba Fett, I actually think this is very plausible. Okay, what's your take there, Crazy Joe? That they want to keep Grogu in, maybe to a detriment to the original vision of the story?
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah.
Well, you know the history of toys and merchandising in movies and TV. Yeah, when something's a very big seller, they want to keep it, and when something's not selling, I mean, these are factors for.
I mean, Han Solo. The main reason Han Solo didn't die in Return of the Jedi was because George Lucas was afraid kids would stop buying his action figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
remember the Transformer the movie when they kill Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
That pretty much almost kill the toys.
Well, we're getting to the point where they're passing Grogu around, it seems like a football. So some of this stuff doesn't seem like it was organically going to be there to begin with the Grogu. And I still love the scenes, but that's some of the jankiness of these current seasons is the Grogu stuff. Just passing around.